Welcome to Roll for Lore's Monster of Myth Bestiary. Today we will discover the wonders of the infamous beholder. You may also know them by the name Sphere of Many Eyes, or Eye Tyrant. Come learn the physical ins and outs, their eating habits, life cycle, and much more. The next time you head off on a great adventure, you will be prepared to take on the mighty beholder. This monster species is classified as an aberration, mostly found in the Underdark. Beholders of Farron are commonly cool-colored. They vary in a mix of blues and purples on the top of the head that fade to earth tones further down their body. Their bones are porous and lightweight, with a strength comparable to iron. Their skin has a pebble-like texture that is as durable as steel. Their skin's similarities to stone make a great camouflage for rocky, dark environments. Beholders usually dwell in deep underground vertical caverns. These caverns are often carved out by the beholders themselves. Within their body, they produce tyusium gas. This gas gives the beholder the ability to fly. Flying sure comes in handy when creating vertical tunnels. By generating or expending this gas at will, it allows the beholder to ascend or descend. Their lungs are used to control 360-degree tilting and horizontal movements. Since most of their senses are dulled, beholders rely heavily on their eyesight when traversing their caverns. A beholder has one large cyclops eye, surrounded by multiple small eye stalks. The eye stalks can be flexible like tentacles or jointed, depending on the breed of beholder. While beholders do not see color, they are unmatched at seeing in the dark. Their main eye will pull light in through the pupil and magical energy through the iris. This iris consists of a translucent crystal that the beholder can choose the shape of. Their eye also contains 12 lenses. These lenses can all independently move and rotate. This is excellent for aiming their eye rays, whether it's to expand their territory or for use in battle against their enemies. Inside the eye are evocularies. These are a mass of almost invisible strands that transmit both light and magic to the three retinas in the back of the eye. The retinas pass on this transmission to the beholder's brain. A beholder's brain has the capacity to reach 4 feet in diameter. That's like the size of a large pizza. Yum! Their brain is made up of 2 lobes, called dwemer lobes, that are surrounded by a complex nervous system. The nervous system stores, amplifies, and directs magical energy to the eye stalks. It is often said, the mind of a beholder contains 2 entities. These entities commonly hide information from the other, resulting in paranoia. There are a select few, known as sane beholders, who possess 2 entities that are not in conflict with one another. This is also why it is wise to address the beholder by its full name. If you do not, the beholder perceives the conversation as directed at only one entity. With a complex intelligence and inner systems, beholders require a sustainable source of fuel. Good thing they have a huge gaping mouth and 2 stomachs. The average beholder needs around 10 pounds of food and 2 gallons of fluids a day. Typically, they can go without food or drink for 20 days before dying of starvation or thirst. A beholder's favorite food includes small mammals, gnomes, lamb, pork, liver, and brain pate, insects, leafy vegetables, flowers, and mushrooms. Their favorite drinks are a tad stranger. They enjoy blood, wine, and food coloring. Beholders have been known to enjoy watching themselves eat. They will manipulate their eye stalks to watch the food enter their massive mouth. Their digestive system can store around 600 pounds of extra food to process another day. Food liquefies in their stomach and is then pumped through their intestines to the lungs. Here, the food is mixed with air. The beholder will then push the aerated food with their diaphragm through a system of fine arteries that feed their organs. Any waste drains back into their mouth to be expelled as a dribble. Beholders not only need food to sustain themselves, but also magical energy. Beholders will become agitated if they do not digest new magic for long periods of time. This is typically why beholders hoard magical items and peruse magical knowledge. Lack of this in a beholder's life can escalate their already aggressive nature. They view themselves as the ultimate perfection and being. Any other creature, even other beholders, are considered loathsome, inferior enemies. Stack all that together with an extra dose of crankiness from needing magical stimulation, you've got one chaos ball of doom. These floating chaos balls are considered an adult at age 2. They are in peak condition until around age 90. From this point on, their physical condition will start to deteriorate until their death around 120 to 150 years old. The exception to this is the Elder Orb Beholder. These beholders are immortal. At the ripe age of 30 to 40, all beholders will grow a womb sac at the back of their tongue. The average gestation period for a beholder is around 6 months. They will gorge themselves with food, then secret themselves away in their lair to prepare for birth. The beholder will unhinge their jaw, bite off the womb sac, and the babies will chew their way out. Beholders typically have anywhere from 3 to 6 offspring. Some have been known to have up to 12. The beholder parent will select one of these offspring to raise. The rest will be eaten or rejected to fend for themselves. Talk about a rough childhood. Beholders can give birth another way. Occasionally, a beholder can warp reality while it sleeps and spawn a fully grown beholder. This same technique can be used to dream other creatures to life. However, the beholder needs to have an extensive knowledge of that creature's bodily systems. That's kind of a neat magic trick, don't you think? With such exquisite intelligence, it's no surprise that beholders have their own religious practices as well. There are 2 commonly followed deities: the Great Mother, also known as the Great Beholder Mother. She dwells in the 6th layer of the abyss, known as the Realm of a Million Eyes. The second deity is Xemind, her son. He is the Underdark god of gases and fogs. A beholder's religious practice includes the Velorith. This is also known as the game Undying. This game is played as an act of veneration for the Great Mother. A beholder must complete 9 tasks to rise into the next state of upliftedness. The tasks are as follows: slay a deity, obliterate a city in a manner precluding its rebuilding, topple a ruling dynasty and then restore them, create a new sentient, intelligent race, locate the remains of the lost beholder Zarlkon, and recover its hive mother egg. Find the blind beholder and free it from illithid captivity in the Underdark. Reopen the Gate of Eyes linking Faerun to the Realm of a Million Eyes. Convince the ruler of a sizable Faerunian realm to make beholder worship the state religion for no less than 6 years in total. Divert the attention and focus of Larlock and the Elder Rune Cabal of Leeches away from beholder kind, preferably away from Faerun altogether. Not many beholders make it past 1 or 2 tasks. There are a few notable beholders that made their mark in history, however. The beholder Felbris warped reality while sleeping and began unraveling Gauntlegrim with his manifested nightmare. Glormor Glula tangoed with the famous sage Elminster. Large Luigi, a rare non-evil beholder, was one of the most enlightened entities in the multiverse. Magsum allied with the mercenary company Gentarim, also known as the Black Network. The beholder Omaranthax gained new powers after mutating itself in the plague-wrought lands. Tabalux, a beholder outcast from its kind for its good alignment, befriended an illithid named Relaine, who had been outcasted for similar reasons. Lastly, we have the beholders, who held the title Xanathar. These beholders inherited the name Xanathar as the leader of an infamous thieves' guild. Sharpen your skills, adventurers. The beholder is not a magical creature to be taken lightly. With their multitude of eyes, they are almost impossible to ambush. Traversing their dark lairs filled with vertical caverns will be treacherous. Should you be so lucky or unlucky as to find a beholder, be prepared for the fight of a lifetime. Their intelligence is unmatched. The magical abilities they possess will be hard to counter. Test out your mettle and join us again for more. Roll for Lore's Monster of Myth Bestiary Monsters.